All right, hello everybody. We are doing a little bit of Fancy Grounds prep. I want to do the sound check works. So awesome. Um, Obviously, my monitor is on the wrong one. Yeah, they changed OBS a little bit. So there you go. Okay, so I got the clear background today. I'm gonna switch it up here in a moment, but I wanted to do something a little different first. Show you guys a little bit more about Board Game Arena, BGA. Board Game Arena is for free. There is a paid version, um, but it basically allows you to play board games with people around the world, friends, family, that type of thing. And they have thousands of games. You can see some of the ones I've played: Takedo, Ticket to Ride. Um, they have Caverna, Catan. Trying to remember what some of the popular games are. What the kids out there saying are good games. Yahtzee, Splendor. Um, there's tons of them. Some really complex games like Gaia Project, Race for the Galaxies. There's really and it's so well done. Makes it really easy, to play. It's automated. Does a lot of things for you. You can play live. So if I knew a friend of and I had time, we could come online here together and play live with each other. Or what most people do is they do these timed games. So I'm in right now. You can see here. So if I click me, these are all the games I'm in. So I have right now I'm only in 6 games. Um, I say only 6 because I know a friend who was in more than 300 at one point, and is currently in, I think, 160, 180, something like that. Um, he just really loves Board Game Arena. Uh, so let me show you how this works. As you can see here, it's your turn on these 3 games. These are the 3 games I'm waiting for these other people to play. So Ticket to Ride, Seven Wonders Architects. I'm waiting for these other players to play. Uh, and so I just click here because it says these are the games I'm waiting. They're waiting for me. So this is a game called uh, War Chest, and so you see you have all your current who's playing, whose turn it is up here. Uh, you see the current score. All these things are all up here. If you're familiar with War Chest, you will recognize what's going on over here. Um, I think I want to bring in my last night. So if you don't really, it's not familiar with this particular game, then it's not really that important. But as you can see here, restart the turn. If you make a mistake, um, end the turn. So I'm going to end the turn, and now 2 tables are waiting for me. You can leave notes for yourself, and then as soon as that game pops up again, this will be popped up as well. And so you say, don't forget to attack with a knight, or uh, don't forget to feed the cat. I don't know why you would want that there, but you could if you want to, and then clear it. Um, keep going. Boom. It keeps track of everything that's happening. So you can see here what's been going on, and you can, um, for the entire game, you can go all the way down and see what's happened. Here she scored points. Here she goes to the hot springs. Here she scored a point. Um, you can replay the last moves. So if you want to see what happens, my personal notes is I am purple. Because this is one of the few games in Board Game Arena that doesn't show your color up here because other stuff is happening. Um, it probably does indicate it somewhere. I just don't. Oh, it's actually right here. My name is purple. Okay. See, I told you. I believe in BGA. They anyway. So this is Takedo. Um, This is my first time actually playing it, so I'm not doing as well as I would want. But you can see you have lots of different ways of controlling the board. The visuals are great for this game. All right, so this is my dude. I gotta move him. I can move him here. I want to go to the mountain, and that's the mountain. Perfect. So that makes it easy. Um, One table is waiting for me. Another war game. War. This tells you who I'm playing with. This is my friend. All right, so and you can see you hover over it. It tells you all about the the piece, what they do, how to move them. Everything is all explained right there. With as soon as you hover over it, it makes it really nice. And that's true for any game. If you have there are cards or moving pieces, it explains just hovering over it. There's always a way to look and see and figure things out. Um, all right, so I think I'm going to just go ahead and bring in him in a turn. So now it's going to tell me go back to end turn, go back to tables list. So now I see a more comprehensive, prettier look at all the games I'm playing. You see there. So let's say I want to look at a game that I've never looked at before. They're advertising It's a Wonderful Life. And by the way, I mentioned it's free. The games that have yellow stars, you do have to have the the paid for version. It's like $5, $3, $4 a month, $5 a month, something. It's less than $100 for the whole year. I actually want to think it's actually no, it's like $50 for the whole year. Um, and you can do it all at once, or you can just do monthly. Um, but all these other games without them, you can play. And if I have the paid version, I can invite you to play it. So it makes it nice. Anyway, the and just it's just a one fee for all the games. You're not buying each individual game. Um, so let's say I go to It's a Wonderful World. That's the one they've been advertising. So it shows you how many players, approximately how long it takes to play, how complicated they rate it. Uh, it's a draft cards and a drafting game. There's You can watch a video, you can watch a game in progress. There's You can see there's a bunch of images on the game itself. There's all the information you would ever want to know about it. Uh, and then there's also learn. If you want to learn, there's tutorials. There's You can play a tutorial, watch videos, read the rules, and more. So tons of different things. I have learned so many different games. I have my supervisor at work knows that I'm a gamer, so he'll say, "Hey, have you ever heard of Takedo?" For example. That's why I was playing it, and I had never heard of it. So I came here. They have it, so I'm now playing it, and I like it, and it's a game I think I'm going to purchase for my game collection for my family. This actually looks like a pretty cool game. Uh, I'm going to add it to my favorites, and I'll check it out later. Anyway, so this is Board Game Arena. It's awesome. Check them out. Look me up. I'm Svenster77. Svenster77, and ask to be my friend if it's something that you're interested in. Um, and it is go. Here is the link. It's just boardgamearena.com. All together, one word. Um, come come check it out. Say hi while you're here. The other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to go ahead and do a quick Twitch recap. Let's see together what we did in 2022. We did so many things worth celebrating this year as friends, family, as friends, fans, even falconry enthusiasts. Wow. Okay, let's try this again. Our 2022 Twitch recap. Woohoo! We did so many things worth celebrating this year as friends, fans, even falconry enthusiasts, but most of all, as a community. We came together like never before. I don't know what the B's stand for, but 21 hours watched, 223 categories watched. So this is the community. Oh, 21 billion. So community, viewer, and streamer. 223,000, 49 billion messages sent. Everybody used these. Wow, that is a lot of uses of those two. Um, um, all right, and then we did most multiplayer game tags, PvP, playing with viewers, VTubers. We went live a lot, 789 million hours of cosplaying, battle royaling, VTubing, interpretive dancing, and everything in between. Together, all of you made 2022 a legendary year on Twitch. All right, so let's see what as a viewer, what I did as a viewer. Um, so I encourage you all to watch me, come check out the streams and stuff. I have live streaming here on, I'll throw out my schedule here. Let's see. I do games on Wednesday nights and on Thursday nights, D&D. And then Sunday nights, I do Starfinder. Every other Monday, I'm doing Solasta. And then on Thursdays, sometime in the morning, I normally do like a Magic the Gathering or Fantasy Grounds prep uh, for D&D and Starfinder. So like, subscribe, all that stuff. Go to my Twitch stream, Svenster77, twitch.tv at Svenster77, and you can check it all out. You can also go to the Using the Tubes and see everything I've done. Most of the things I stream, I also put there on YouTube. Just search Svenster77 on YouTube and you'll find me. Um, but I also partake in the watching of the Twitch. Um, I'm not just asking you to do something I wouldn't do myself. Uh, we spam chat. We stayed up way too late watching speed runs. We came together and made it count all year long. So I watched 703 hours last year. I watched 211 days. So that's basically a third of every, 1/3 of the year I was watching. I earned 225,000 points. I chatted 2,000 times. I used morning 130 times to Atomic Hero Squad. Yeah, baby. And his friends in this community. Um, oh, nice. A lot of people use cool. That's excellent. I'm surprised that's even more than Atomic. Nice. The rad symbol sings notes. Yep, I use the sing note a lot. From finding new friends and new streamers just cringing over the worst copy pastas in chat, you joined in on something special. I gifted 2 subs to people. You were a local hero. I modded 3 channels. I modded for 8 hours. Okay. Thanks for lending us your sword and shield. You made Twitch a safer place for everyone all year long. My favorite streamers are Atomic Hero Squad, woot woot, Fantasy Grounds, top 3% of the chatters on both of those. Wow, top 3%. Nice. I'm really surprised with Atomic Hero Squad because he has people like Zenlu and other these people. Of course, they're probably up there with me, but wow. And it's for fools. I'm in top 3% of you. Hey, Jingo. Looking at you, Jingo. Gorgio. Nice, nice. So I watched 296 hours of Atomic Hero Squad, man. It's a lot of hours watching Atomic Hero Squad. That's awesome. And then my favorite categories were Asphalt 9, because watching Atomic Hero Squad, D&D, Fantasy Grounds, and Gems of War. Both, so Atomic Hero Squad has these bookends right here. Asphalt 9 and Gems of War. Hopefully I'll be able to save this at some point. A shareable version of your Twitch recap just spawned. Good. Share using hashtag Twitch recap. Nice. Download to share. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to download it into my downloads. Save. Oh, so this actual little PNG. Nice. This is the one I wanted to show him. So I'm going to snatch, uh, snip, snip, boom. No, I don't want to copy it, I want to save it. Same place to the downloads. This is Atomic Stream. Save. Close. Very cool. Very cool. I've earned 103,000 points on Atomic Hero Squad's stream. Very cool. All right. Now we go to streamer. As a streamer, and this is all I thought this was going to be. So it's pretty cool that they had the other two categories in there as well. We smashed records. We got lost in Elden Ring. We came together all year long, and it all really added up. So I had 162 broadcasts. That's like a third of the. I misspoke before. That 200 and some odd days was actually 2/3 of the year. This is 162, so that's nice. Nice, which is nice. 10 clips. I don't know who created them. I don't know how to create a clip, so whoever did that, awesome. I know my mod, my chief moderator, Samantha8225, has made a lot of those clips, so thank you. Highest CCV. I don't know what that means. You went live 162 times this year. That's a lot of memories made. And we're still all talking about that one stream. Biggest of the year with 20 viewers. Okay, so that's not. I just don't know what the C and C would stand for. V is obviously viewers, but that's cool. I had 17 new subscribers. Yay! 30 new followers. Awesome. Thank you. 347,000 points. 5,000 chat messages. That's awesome. Say what's up to all those followers and subscribers that joined your squad to make chat as hype as ever. They were really feeling that one stream, and they racked up 346,000 channel points. That's awesome. Bye bye 52. That is pretty much always Atomic Hero Squad. Atomic Hero Squad. I use this sometimes and Atomic Hero Squad. So those three are all Atomic Hero Squad. K-pop cheer, I think is Mantha, and my Spencer. Everybody uses that one, so that's cool. Your community helped spread the love by gifting 3 subscriptions. I want to say that was all Martian Cat. Martian Cat is the shiznit. She was the one who I know she gives at least 2 of them. So that was awesome. Thank you so much, Martian Cat. I do appreciate that. And of course, my top categories are Fantasy Grounds, Unity, and Magic the Gathering. I didn't realize this existed for a while, the category, so I was using Fantasy Grounds for a while, and then switched over to Unity when I found it. You love Fans Ground Unity so much it was your top stream category of the year. Love the commitment. A shareable version of my thing. Download. There we go. Down this one. This one, Twitch recap. Um, this is going to be a streamer. Save. Cool. So I'll have to put these somewhere so I can pop them up on the stream on my live streams. Let them know what we did. So thank you so much, guys. I know no one else is live right now, but I do appreciate all that you did. This is great. It's great to know. I had 73 subscribers this year. That's such a help to me and such a boon. I appreciate you very much. 130 followers. Very nice. Very nice. We're getting there. Thank you so much. So, thanks for all that happened last year. Here's to 2023 uh, being even better. So let's jump into this. We've got about half an hour ish before I get going. My phone just blew up, so give me just a moment while I check this. You can check out the beautiful mushrooms of the Underdark as I'm looking to see who uh, so we have a friend of the family who is 100 years old, um, and it looks like she might be ready to move on. So that's what that was about. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So what be happening is I'm going to go ahead and change the background real quick on my XSplit. So my peeps are in the Underdark. So I have a D&D one. I have another D&D one. Yeah, we're going to go with that. So our people are in the dark, in the Underdark. They've made some friends who finally now know where they're going and what they're doing. So what I've been doing all along is I use the calendar a lot because it allows the players to see what's going on and know what's happening. Is this the one I wanted? No. Is this the one I wanted? Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Why don't any of these have words? Here it is. Adventure start. Okay. Click. All right. So with the calendars, Drake. Hey, almost nap time for tonight's game. Hey, I just went over my Twitch recap, man. So, uh, thanks for stopping by, Drake. I appreciate you. You were one of my 73 subscribers or subscriptions that were purchased. So, thank you so much. So, with this group, they were kidnapped and taken down below to the Underdark. So, they had no idea what time or day it ever was because there's no sun. And also, the 3 times they ran into people, merchants and things, and one time they were in a city. They never asked anybody, what day is it? So they don't know how long it's been since they've been here. They've been here for 22 days, but 9 of them were they were drugged and or magically slept and woken up to made to do things and put back to sleep. So they really don't have any idea. Even if they counted the number of times they woke up and traveled and then rested, it would only be probably 10 or 12. Um, but they've now met people who have joined the group who one is a guide and the other one is from up top. So the two of them know the day and reasonably close at least. So they're gonna now be able to learn it. But with what I do for if you see here on this calendar, you see under the player, I have times and what happened. And the players have access to this and they can look at this anytime they want. So I use the calendar um, a lot for all my campaigns. The calendar is great to keep track of the current time, the current date, all that things. And like I said, the players at any time can look and see. They can go all the way back to when we first started the particular campaign and read the notes for each day, what they did and what happened, how they got here, that type of stuff. Um, and it's really cool, especially for a player like who joins the group three levels later. They can read it and find out what's going on. Well, with these guys, this is how I've been building that campaign, is using the calendar, but I do it in the GM section up here. They can't see the GM section. And that's the difference between the red dots and the blue dots. The blue dots are for GM notes are there for that day. The red dot means it's for player note that day. So for example, this one says that the 9th of Tarsak is Karin's birthday. So this is how I keep track of what's been going on, um, and how I plan for the next session. The next session is tomorrow, and I have nothing prepped, so I gotta get going. Um, what had happened was, right now they are in an underground river. So it sort of looks like this in the dark. And this is what the actual map looks like. So I was using this as the map. It's very zoomed out. So if you zoom in, this is what it looks like as they were cruising along. They ran into a bunch of bullywugs, and now they're recovering from that fight. There were actually 3 different groups of bullywugs, frogmen, if you're not familiar with what a bullywug is. So now, getting together, and they're going to be moving and going toward the Dark Lake. All right, so what I want to do first is I want to go ahead and upgrade their picture. Do I not have a picture of these guys? I never made a picture for them. Okay, never mind. So I usually have a group photo. This one campaign I don't stream out of all my streams, um, all my campaigns. I have 2 on Wednesday, 1 on Thursday, 2 on Sunday. So I have 5 campaigns, 4 of which I stream. Um, this one I did not stream when I first started the stream. First started the campaign, one of the players did not want to be on camera at all, did not want anything to be on the internet. So I respected their wishes, and I might start streaming this. It's a monthly campaign, but so much has happened. This is probably one of the best campaigns I've done in a long time. The storyline is so rich, and it was so exciting, so well done, I think, by the creators and how I pulled it off. And yes, I'm tooting my own horn, but because under the It's Out of the Abyss is well written to some extent. It's definitely a challenge for dungeon masters, um, but I have run it. I've started it 3 times, um, and the a lot of the challenges and a lot of the complaints people have about Out of the Abyss, I tweaked and I fixed. So um, it's worked out really well every time. Um, Life just happened for the first 2 campaigns, and now we're in the middle of doing this. So the concept of the whole campaign is that these demons are rising up in the Underdark, and the players will eventually have to fix it. Right now, they've escaped from their slavery, from their captives. They were going to be sold into slavery, um, but that never happened because they escaped, and actually one of them was sold as a slave. But it turns out that the drow who purchased it for her sister ended up being allergic to raccoon dander, and they are a raccoon person, so they got returned. Anyway, that's just one of the many different things I threw at them. Yeah, they were in a jail cell, and this drow came in and said, "I want him," and that character was just dragged out and left. And the rest of the party was like looking around, including her. The player was like, "What? What just happened? I got sold as a slave by myself, splitting the party. What is happening?" Um, anyway, it was funny. Fun was had by all, I'm sure. A little freaking out, but then, like I said, turned out they were allergic. So uh, they've escaped and they're trying to find their way out of the Underdark right now. Um, so I've taken several different Underdark maps, and so I have, for example, here's the. Let me make these invisible. So here is the. Let's turn off lighting. Okay. So here's the original um, Sword Coast Adventures. Sword Coast map, and then you can see all the different. They have it superimposed with the Underdark underneath. So Labyrinth, the Dark Lake, all the different cities and point of contact are here. Um, and then what I did was I've put this. I made this lake. Here it is. So this one, get rid of this one. So this is also a similar thing, but this is just the Underdark without the top layer. Mapping Fantasy Grounds is all about layer management. Yep. So this is the something I found on the interwebs for the Underdark. Very similar concept of just showing where things are, and um, had some more details about all these different places. And then the last one is the maps. The players found a magical map, and this is what they're using. So it showed the Dark Lake, and this is the party token to where they are right now. Um, but it's just a general vague map, so they have an idea of where they are and where they wanted to go. So they came from Velkenvale, to where they were captured as slaves and were to be sold as slaves. They went to Sloop Ladop, and it's where they saw the first demon prince who came out of the water. One of the characters was leaving. No one knew about it yet. Obviously, he's up to the player. And her character was scooped up. Let me see if I can find a picture of him. Images. Yoink. Yoink. I thought he was. Nope. Alright, so let me do this. There it is. So actually, it would be the. Looking at the different images that are here, trying to find the demon prince. Oh, that's a map I made. Maps, encounters I made. Here it is. Oh, it's not Demi, it's Demo. That's why I had the wrong. Here, that's what I was looking for. So this thing rises up. It's like 40 feet high. It starts coming toward the city, like the little water droplets here. And starts rising up out of the water, the dark lake, and starts moving toward Sloop Ladop. And of course, everybody's freaking out. Some of them are trying to worship him, and some of them are, most everybody just screaming and running. The players are starting to lose sanity, and start having to make rolls to suffer madness. And those tentacles reach down and grab this character who is leaving and picks it up, and one head bites the chest, the other head snaps over and bites her legs and rips her apart. And that's how that character died. And the other players were like, what just happened? What is going on? Um, and so they're like, okay. So anyway, that's Demogorgon. He's one of the demon princes, the first one that they encountered and know about. Several of them did suffer madness from that, having to watch their friend be torn apart. Um, so they were here, and they ran from that, and that's where we've been now. They're trying to get over here to Gracklstugh, and Gracklstugh is a city of dark dwarves. The So now, like I said, last time we played, last month, they came upon a scout who was leading the other player who joined them to Gracklstugh as well. What a coincidence. And so now they're going to be they're going to be traveling the same speed. It's just that they're going to be going more of a straight line as much as you can in the Underdark. Um, and it's just a matter of whether or not they want to decide to go along the coast of the Dark Lake, or if they want to stick to, uh, in the water, or stick to the land and go through the caves and everything that's in here. Um, so that's where we are. That's where the party is. So they're going to hit the Dark Lake tomorrow night. They might have one more encounter. So let's close all this down. Here's an image of the Dark Lake. There you go. Those of you who don't know what it looks like. This background image over here that you were looking at before with the mushrooms and stuff, that's also part of the Underdark. There's just so much stuff there. It's just cool down here. All right, so I have tables. Here it is, random encounters. All right, so we're going to start with a couple of these random encounters. See what the game comes up with. I don't want fights. I want other ones. So no encounter. Try again. No encounter. Terrain encounter. Not a choo-choo train, but terrain. Underground stream. Okay, so you open up underground stream, see what it says. A waterway cuts across the party's path. The stream is shallow and easily crossed, and the characters can drink and refresh their supplies. And they can hunt. They can fish for grab some fish. Excellent. So a couple different ways I can approach this. This is a great example of a time when building a map for something that's not an encounter um, is nice. The reason I do that is because I don't like having. Oh, there's a map, so there's a fight. Oh, there's a map, so there's a fight. There have been probably 5 or 6 now where I pull up a map, but there's no fight for specifically that reason. So let's type in stream in my nothing. So let's type in river. So I have 3. River town, I doubt is what I want. Underdark River. There we go. I've used this one before. And Underdark River Long is the one they're in now. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. I like it. But I've used it before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of it by grabbing the link, pulling it down. So now I have Underdark River copy. So I'm going to change this one to unlock it to Underdark Stream. And you know what? I'm even going to link it in this one so that if I roll this again, I can use the same image. Underdark Stream. Actually, I made a link by mistake, so delete the shortcut. There we go. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to enter a couple times to have some space to drop my link. Boop. All right, close. Okay, so now what I do is I'm going to close down some of these other windows. Make this bigger. All right, so I want to. They had rested, and these drow came. This is one of the times where they came upon these just random drow merchants and elven merchants, and they were like, "What's?" I didn't ask the date, didn't ask time. What I've been doing is I've been having them travel for about 10 hours, 10 to 12 hours, and then they'll stop and they'll rest for about another 10, 11 hours. And I've been keeping track of the time in the calendar, as I mentioned, like up here. And then in the message of the day, where I usually have the time and date for the players, Instead, I just have, it has been less than 4 hours since you took a long rest. So um, after meeting, I don't remember who the other two are. Two newbies. Bertie and Oliver Fizzing Buns. That's his name. Bertie Fizzing Buns. He's a dark gnome. All right. Playing Defier, which is a cool class, brand new class. Oliver Talons. Okay. What? No. After meeting Oliver Talons. And Bertie Fizzing Buns. They kill the and drive off the last of the bullywugs. I think I spelled that wrong, but I'm going to call them frogmen. I don't want to bother looking them up. Frogmen. It has been less than 4 hours and took a long rest. So they had rested here and messed some things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. You see all my stuff that I did with the layers and things. And if you zoom in, you can see there's movement there in the river. So I don't think I can rotate this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this. All of this is going to go away. So I didn't divide this up very well in folders like I should have. So first of all, a small wooden boat. So what you can do is when you're looking at a map like this, if you want to see what something is, you just turn it off. And you're like, oh, that's the boat. Okay, that makes sense. So I then highlight the whole boat and I click delete selected layer. Or you can also hit the delete button on the keyboard. So a bed and a bedroll, that's up here. So cool, I want to just make sure it's the one I want. And I misspoke. Hitting the delete key on your keyboard does not delete it. You do have to hit the trash. All right, so here's another one. Yep, make sure that's the one I wanted. Tent. One, I'll just check them off. Two, campfire. Three. So we'll get rid of these three. You go click, you hold shift, delete. Now we have some cave walls. Cave wall, cave wall, cave wall, cave wall, cave wall. All right, so I'll click, I'll go all the way down to here to shift, boom, delete. All right, so now I don't think this will work, but what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to make a folder, add folder, click on the name twice, like you would any other file in your file listing and stuff to rename it. And I'm going to put river, enter. I'm going to take all of this, shift, and drop it into river. Boom. So now These are all together. And that's what I meant earlier, why I didn't, saying I didn't organize them well. I should have had the campfire, the cavern walls as one folder, and the camp as a third folder. All right, so there's something missing. There's a image that's not being linked here. I'm going to close. Let's see. First of all, I'm going to link it over here so I know what's happening. Need that. So I'm going to drag this link. Actually, here's the end of the session, so I want to go after the end of the session. And they meet Bertie and Owliver. Yeah, Owliver is an owl person from the new Unearthed Arcana. He's a owlkin, I think they're called. Alright, so there's the Underdark stream. So I want to close it and open it again to see if that it does not populate that. Alright, so let's just find which one it is. Yep, there it is. Okay. Boom. Control Z. Alright, I did something. That is not good. I was trying to get rid of this thing, but apparently it's built into one of the other things I had in there. What in the world just happened? What did I do to myself, man? What did I do? Well, let's see. Alright, so I broke it, so that's fine. So all we do is go here, we go to our images, and we have river. This is the one I was messing with. And we're gonna just do the same thing. We're gonna say Underdark. I'm gonna put 2 S's, stream. Actually, no. I'll figure it out eventually here, guys. Hold on. So, Underdark River. Then I make a copy of it. Boop. Close the original. Now open unlock and rename the copy to stream. Okay. Now I come down here to stream, and I'm going to take Control 1 to make this regular text. Get rid of that link. Open up. Yep, it's still broken. Whatever I did broke it. And then I'm going to right click, delete the item. So now we have the Underdark stream. We can fix the name. So now there's only one Underdark stream. And we'll take it and we'll put it over here. Boom. Alright. Oh, I didn't click away, so you gotta click away. That saves it as correctly spelled. Alright, so let's just do what we just did a moment ago. It's okay, nobody's watching. Drake wasn't still here, so that red thing, I'm just gonna live with it. The players will probably call it out, but oh well. So we're gonna go click this small wooden boat all the way down to the cave walls. Shift, boom, delete. That's all those. So whatever it is part of that floor rocks background. But when I deleted it, it destroyed everything. So I'm just going to turn it off. and leave it alone. Now the rest of this will be, gonna make that folder again, double click it, Reaver, and click, shift, click, drag them all into the river, boom, boom. So now we have our layer. So I don't think this is going to work. So, but let's see, shall we? I'm going to take the river, go up to our layers, and I want to see if I can flip it. I can. Yes. Okay. Test number 2. Can I turn it? No. Okay, so I was right about that. The way this Fantasy Grounds works is you can't. But I can flip it this way? Yes. Okay, so I can flip it. So now this looks different than the last one they had. Let me zoom in. So the effects, ocean effects, are still a little wonky because they are set up the way it was flowing before. So that's easy to fix. So we go here to the effects up here, ocean. I've got it all set, ready to go. So all we want to do is we want to go to here, reveal area. There we go. Oh, there we go. So that did it. Never mind. It is set right. Okay, good. It just had to reset. Awesome. So that's reset. Let me check my line of sight. Yeah, so they don't see the break here. That was my question. I'm going to go ahead and extend this up. So in line of sight, I've got my select, click, and move it up. Click, move it up. All right, so now I can, I still have my select, so I'm going to click and drag around these, delete, selected points, delete. And now the difference is I'm going to remove them. If I deleted it, then it would destroy all the connections. Instead, I'm just going to remove it. Let me see, Control Z. Okay, so never mind. And then I'm going to take and delete. I want to get rid of these anyway. So under still here. I'm going to take this, just move it. All the way down to here. I'm going to take you and move you up. Well, I'm going to go to here, take the next one, and lock them together. And then take these two and delete. There you go. So now what I want to do though is they're coming to the stream. So I want to draw a passageway leading up to and through the stream. A little cavern. So let's go to our assets. I'm running out of time here, so it's going to be quick. May have to come back to it later. By the way, we want to make sure this is the correct one. Yeah, this is broke. So we're going to unlock this. Remember how I had linked this before and then I broke it? So now we're going to take this one, which is the correct one, put that there. There we go. I'm also going to change the lighting on this a little bit. So it'll have a different hue, which will, and that's easy enough. We just go to Effects, and we go to Add Effects. Actually, no, I'm just going to go to Lighting, go to Ambient. Ambient lighting. Change the color to, let's just make it like a greenish. And then we got to turn the lighting on in general. There we go. There you go. So I'm going to turn this. Change it to make it a little lighter. It's like a bluish. Okay, and so if we want to know, see, that's the difference. Just makes it a little different. Click OK. Good, good, good. All right, go back to our layers. So now we're going to close up this. We're going to add. All right. So let's draw this cave they're coming into real quick. Passageway, and we can go. Um, so here's my assets. Popped up. I'm going to go to all and go to. All right, so do I want to do passage or cavern? I think I'll do cavern. Enter. So it'll take a minute because there's lots of cavern things. If I knew more, okay, so that's not what I want. So let's just go back 2 spaces to cave. Enter. This will take a little while because there's probably a lot of caves. The cave walls I had drawn before, for example, see, there you go. The cave walls, I can use those. I can also just use this as a brush and make this the passage. And I think that's probably the easiest thing to do. I am gonna, yeah. So here's the cave floors, cave walls. I can build both sides of the walls with stuff like this. I've done that before. Um, I think I'm just gonna go with the idea I just had. Make this the actual, instead of being a wall, just make it the passage. I like it. I like it like that. All right, so we're gonna take this. We're gonna go to paint. We're gonna go to. I'm not gonna go into all this right now. Basically, all you want to do is you want to have a line. You drop it in here. Boop. So you can see right now it's really, really small. I want this size to be, right now it's 1 by 1. I know it's really hard to read. It's a little hard to read for me too, but that's okay. So I want it to be about 10 feet wide, which is 2 squares. Um, so I'm going to turn off the aspect lock. This is the width, so I want it to be about 2, and I want the height to be, for this, I'm going to say about 6. Click anywhere else to lock those in, and let's take a look and see what we're looking at. As we zoom in, okay, let's turn on the grid. Turn it on. Tint. There we go. We're going to make it yellow so I can see it. Okay. Go back to our paint. It's where we are. All right, so this is not anywhere close to what I expected. So we're going to flip it. Actually, no, we just need it to be bigger. It says it's 2 by 6. All right, so that means that this is, I need it to be about 8. Is my math right? Double it would be 4. 8. So think about 10. So let's try 10. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. And the height is 6. Cool. So now, paint, use brush is what I want. All right, so now we're going to move over here. And we're going to test it, see if it works. Click, left click, and then I'm just drawing it. Perfect. That is what I want. And I'm going to go up to the edge here. Go slightly under. Boom. Great. That's exactly what I wanted to see. It's what I wanted to happen. It's about 5 feet wide. And the other side, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. So we're going to go, instead of 10, I'm going to go 12. Click somewhere else. There we go. All right. And then we're going to have it pick up over here. Again, clicking on painting. And I'm going to say it's going to start here and go out this way. All right. Now I go here to painting. I'm going to double click it and say this is the passage. And then I go here to line of sight. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and get rid of this grid because it's annoying. All right, and now I'm going to go back to my line of sight. So go to line tool, and I just go click. And I'm just drawing my, actually no, I want it to be a little out. So I'll go ahead and go here. So what I do is I not as particular about following the exact line because the players know it's black. I should not cross that line. Simple as that. Now I'm going to go back here to fix these two. Select, pull this out, select it, pull it out, select it, pull it out. Back to my line tool, click here, Whoa, 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 whoa. Control Z. Click. Should let it. There we go. And I personally am probably a little too much, too particular, but I don't like having a lot of. Every one of these white squares is what's called an occluder. And so I try to make as few occluders as I can. All right, so now I escape to stop drawing. I'm going to do, okay, so this did not cross. So now I go here, select, and I cross this. Joink, okay. Now, a trick you do is I go back to the line tool. I go here. There's probably another way of doing it. I just don't know what it is. And I go here to back to selecting tool. Click on this one. And now, which one was it? Is it delete? Click, delete. There you go. So now they have an opening. And then I would do the same thing on the other side. We go to the line tool. This time, just to change things up, I'm actually going to start from here since I already have a point here. And I'm just drawing out. Boom, boom, whoa, whoa, whoa. Control Z. Try it again. I'm clicking too fast, moving too fast. Click, wait for it to draw. Click. I'm just going to close it off here. And go all the way up to the line. There we go. Escape to finish drawing. Zoom in. Draw my little line. Go to my points. Click. Delete. Click. Delete. All right, so now we have our things here. And if you're wondering what it looks like, you go here to player mode, to here, and you bring a token from the Comet Tracker. So we will bring in Zwecklo's cat. Poof. So there we go. That's what it looks like as the cat moves through the passage. All right, so now we have our stream encounter. Again, I've got the map ready to go. They're going to pull up. They might be thinking, oh, here's a map. Here we go. That's similar to like when things are locked. I was napping, so I'm late. Hey, Atomic, yeah, I wanted to show you. So I had the Twitch recap. I don't know if you looked at yours or not, but I saved a couple things. So this is Atomic. This is for you. So this is my interaction with your. What just happened? This is my interaction with your stream. So I've watched 296 last year. I earned 103,000 points on your stream, and rid of this. I sent 612 emotes, 762 messages. So it's pretty cool. And I cheered 3,800. But the overall for as a streamer, my top emotes are pretty much the 3 you use. My top 3 were the 3 ones you use. Every time you come in, you say hi with that little emote. You did it again today. And then when you leave, or I finish the stream, you do this. So um, it was cool. Nice little recap. And this will be on if you want to watch the beginning of this stream after Board Game Arena. If you pass that part of it, you can see the whole Twitch recap. It was pretty cool. I didn't get one last. No, I think this is the first year they've done it because I didn't, or if it is, I clicked it closed the years before. So here's my image. It's linked in my calendar. It's linked in the encounter. I'm gonna get rid of Zueklo's cat. And so this is a account link for 2D4 Drow. So there's not going to be anything here. They're just going to come upon the river, the stream, and they're going to have to cross it. And that's all there is. They're going to. So makes it really easy to. But like I said, I want them to not think every time there's a map, there's an encounter. And so there we go. Took me half an hour or so, and now I have an encounter. I mean, a map for them to go. It is officially it is considered an encounter. It's just a terrain encounter. So anyway, folks, I gotta get going. I'll be back tonight playing Drake's game. So if you want to stop by in 3.5 hours, come back and I'll be hosting Drake Takes, who was also here earlier. So thank you so much, guys, for all that you did last year. Atomic, thank you for stopping by, saying hi. Appreciate you. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow night. We don't stream the thing I was working on just now, but Thursday we'll be back live and in action. So come see that. And don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that other stuff. Whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day.